Okay, so this video is to show the process that we've been using to delineate the valley bottoms for the Colorado Plateau Ecoregion. First I'll show you some of the lines of evidence that we've used. One is the floodplains. So in this area I'm working on here, I guess first of all, we've been working at a 1 to 10,000 scale to keep our editing consistent. So if I turn on the floodplains layer, you can see it's not perfect. It doesn't capture some of this imagery from 2011 where the floodplain was filled, but there are areas here where you can tell that the valley bottom layer goes beyond. Another line of evidence is the water-related land use, which includes the river and the riparian area. And again, in this spot here, you can see that it goes beyond that. Another line of evidence we've used is the hydric soils. So you can see here throughout the valley bottom, there's hydric soils. Again, we go beyond here. And then another thing that's been useful to us is using Topo and Hillshade base maps to kind of show us where the toe edge of slopes is that we're looking for. So you can see in this topo, it's pretty easy to follow along here. And if you look at the hillshade, same thing. You can pretty easily make out where the toe edge of these bigger slopes is. So as far as the editing process, right here is a spot that I need to edit. So we've just been editing the polygons. Using those lines of evidence, I'll just go ahead and clip this polygon down. So using plenty of vertices to make sure that we capture it pretty well. Finish that sketch, and I'll get rid of this section here. So as far as delineating the valley bottom, what we've been looking for is places where there's a break in the slope, where there's a toe edge or something to delineate that bottom. And so as far as editing that polygon, I chose to come up into here because right here you can see that there's a break in the slope, so that seems logically to be a good place to follow. So doing that, this was the original valley bottom layer, and then this is the one that I've been editing. Just follow it up here a little, and you can see how it changes it. Most places we just kind of have to cut it down a little bit. There's been a few places where we've had to add on. In general, it has come too far up onto these alluvial fans, further up than what we would consider valley bottom. You can see it does pretty well. We just have to do these edits in this more complicated terrain where it's hard to follow the toe edge of the slopes. So that's the difference between the original and the edited product. And so far it seems that each Huck 8 has taken approximately 5 hours, depending on the length of main stem rivers within it. We haven't worried about the headwaters yet because they're too narrow to really effectively edit at the 1 to 10,000 scale. So doing the main stem rivers has probably taken close to 5 hours per Huck 8. And that's what the result looks like.